I just had a shitload of chocolate, so I'm on a chocolate buzz right now. But the reason for today's vlog is that I'm going to talk about my burns. I think it's something that I've never talked about before, and I think, it's time for me to share that with you guys now. Basically, happened in July, August of 2010. I was using a shaving product that I'd previously been using on my face to shave facial hair. I've been using it for years, since I was a teenager. And what happened was that I decided to use it on my underarms. I kept it on my underarms for too long. It burnt the skin off. About a week later, I went to the doctors. Don't ask me why a week later, but I did. It was a week later. Went to the doctor. He said, "You burnt your skin. It's rotting. It's falling off. I'm going to prescribe you a 10-day course of antibiotics, and you can take hydrocortisone or cortisone creams to help heal that up." And he went back a week later, and I was like, the cortisone, I feel great, but I just feel like the skin's not healed. It's still very shiny, and I don't want to talk about this, but there's a bit of an odor to it. I'm noticing a bit of an odor to it. And he's like, odor, I don't know what odor you're talking about. And that's sort of where it went from there. Like, I'm comfortable talking a lot of stuff. Sometimes stuff that other people aren't comfortable talking about. And in this situation, I just gather that people just weren't comfortable talking about this. So every doctor that I went to just seemed to overlap, and look, nothing against them. They're people, and that's what they felt was the situation, but I feel otherwise. In fact, so I kept using, and gradually my life just started to fall apart, and it happened within a period of about 8 months. Happened in July, August. I think I flew back to Perth in May, end of May, 30th of May. I was back in Perth in the following year. So doctor after doctor, and no doctor was prepared to take. Admittedly, just before I left Melbourne, I'd found a doctor that was prepared to sort of to look at the wounds and wanted to treat them seriously, but I'd run out of money to live on, so I had to come back to Perth. So came back to Perth, and just old wounds started to rehash themselves, personally with my parents and whatnot like that, my mum and her partner, and anyway, look, the emotional contents, we're not going to discuss emotional content, we're about the physicality of it all. Basically, I was burnt, and this is what the burns look like. So this is my left arm. And this is my right arm. And you'll just notice stuff like, I can't remember which one it is, I think it's my left or my right, the burning, there's some scarification, scarring. In the corner, you might notice there's the skin colouring is very, very, very white. As you can tell, I've got brown skin. You can tell I've got brown skin, and the area is white. There's nowhere on my body where there's skin that freaking white. And you also notice some of the peeling that I mentioned. The skin's very soft, and when it gets moist, when I sweat, it just rolls up. Or if I sleep on a mattress, I have to sleep on the ground, because if I sleep on a mattress, I've noticed that the skin splits under my arms. I don't know why that is, but it's what happens. So I've got a roll-out mat, and I sleep on the ground. Literally, yeah, I do. And it's cool, I'm getting used to that, and it's alright. But anyway, so they're splitting, and it's every day. It's almost, well, in a bad week, on a bad month, it's like every day there'll be skin splitting, and then it might not happen for about a month or so. And I notice it's when I'm most active, like when I'm running or doing stuff like that, that the skin just splits. I can walk, that's fine. It doesn't seem to cause problems when I walk, but as soon as I step it up to a jog, that's it. It's just not that, like, it smells, and we're going to talk about the smell because I've mentioned this before, and everyone's probably just wondering what it smells of. Well, I can tell you that if you've ever smelled chafing, really, really bad chafing, well, picture that, imagine that smell times 100. Like, it's really bad. It's enough to cause the red in my eyes, the dry skin, just lots of stuff. And I've noticed, particularly in the last like 6 to 12 months, that I'll have days, I'll have like a moment where like I just get dizzy, like just super dizzy, and my body heats up, and I need to sit down and either drink cold water or sit outside for 5 minutes. Some days I have trouble moving my eyes, especially if I scratch that area. I have trouble opening my eyes, and I spend a lot of my time wanting to sleep. A lot. Yeah, I have headaches. I have, I think, what we can call sinusitis. I get a lot of pain and pressure around the sinuses. And there's other things that I notice, that, you know, I don't know, and I don't know how to bring this message across without everyone going, yeah, okay, whatever, or sort of pushing it aside, hushing it off, or whatever. But I'm just more than anything, I want this fixed. Like, I can't get on with my life, because the reality is, you know, like, I tried to survive in Melbourne. I was getting, my resume looks fine. I apply for jobs. I get the interview, no worries, great, you know, awesome, blah, blah, blah. I rock up to the interview, and they're just, you know, people be giggling or holding their nose, it was just an awkward situation. And wow, I can't believe how honest and straight up I'm being with you guys, but that's just a fact. I can't be, and the problems with breathing. The last year or so, I've noticed that my throat's always dry, my lungs hurt if I take deep breaths. These are just some of the symptoms that I've been having, suffering from, and not just that, it's embarrassing. I've alienated myself from my friends. When I moved back to Perth, I was just like, I wouldn't hang out with my friends because I was just embarrassed. I was just like, wow, like, how do I, you know, I'm such a proud person too, like, that's the thing. And yeah, and the truth is, I don't wanna, like, you know, I miss my friends, but I don't wanna hang out with them because I'm embarrassed, man. Like, it's, like, I've seen a couple of them since then, and they've been like, man, you need to cheer up, dude, it's like, man, you need to cheer up, you need to worry about that, you know, we're friends, we got your back, don't worry about that. Yeah. And that's the few, man. I've 16 years of my life I spent in Perth before I moved to Melbourne, and my formative years, and all my friends are here. Well, a lot of my friends are here, and it's not just that. It's going out in public. I get incredibly embarrassed when I'm out in public. Wow, so embarrassed when I'm out in public. Like, I'm super conscious of the fact that I smell. Am I imagining that I smell? Yeah, skin doesn't fall off your underarms. And you'll notice also that there's loss of hair. And I know this beanie sound like a bitch in a whine, but look, what the fuck? Like, I'm telling you guys straight as it is. Like, you know, like, what the hell? Like, I've now been at my dad's house over a year, and really, this could have been fixed, could have been solved a year ago. It could have been fixed, it could have been solved a year ago, and it's not like he doesn't have the money. Like, he's got the money. Like, he's just a stubborn man. You know, it's a battle between two incredibly proud, incredibly stubborn people, and I don't think anyone's going to win this battle. It's just going to, you know, two Mallee balls or two mountain goats. They're just going to stare each other off. I think that's the way that, like, this is going to end between me and my old man. And, you know, there's also that there's also that filial bond. Something I never understood, but you know, even when your parents piss you off, and it's the same for parents to children. As much as they may piss you off, and as much as you may have different ways about going about shit, like, he is my old man, and I do love him very much, but man, he's stepping on me, man. He's stepping on me. And yeah, anyway, and you know, there's some days I wish I could just knock him out, and I'm sure there's days where he could just knock me out. And yeah, I don't know. And there's days where we're fine, and this is another vlog. This is Wednesday's vlog that we're going into now. But basically, that's the burn scenario. And it's nothing against the company. It's a great brand. It's just I experimented with the product and I got burnt. So, you know, so you can't whinge or complain at that one. And like I was saying, you know, nothing with the company. It's not nothing with the brand. The product that I was using, the product is it's a great product. I've used it for years. It's one of the only products I've been able to use without getting like serious like shaving rash. And will I continue using it? Well, I don't know. I haven't used it since, but I'll probably use the product again in the future because it's yeah. So I think that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this little vlog and that that you stick around for the next one. Okay, guys. I feel really good because I feel like I got a lot off my chest in this vlog, and that's what this was for me, to get shit off my chest. Alright, thanks guys.